Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the, kind of exploring the new update kind of video. Now this video, I wanted to get not only just regular exploration throughout the wilderness now that it's changed, but also with the clue scroll, because I wanted to see how that would impact it. However, I went to go get the clue scroll, and the first one I got was like down in Karamja, so I can't quite do that for the first video about this. But I am probably going to do more stuff with clue scrolls now that the wilderness has changed. Mostly because it makes me more curious. It's actually harder, in my opinion. So I'm actually going from the volcano and heading out this way. Now, keep in mind, when you do activities and the time spent out here, you'll see in the bottom right there is a threat meter. Now this threat meter is what you kind of have to worry about. It's supposed to be, as you complete activities, the threat meter gets higher and higher. And one thing I noticed, unlike before, the wilderness volcano is kind of huge, and you kind of can't really get to it. I have tried. Obviously, these obelisks are now actually a lot more useful than they used to be. And Hellfire Bow, you have to be opted into PvP in order to actually pick it up. So if you're out here walking around, you can't just pick it up. Okay, so now this is the part I was curious about. I tried the other way. I couldn't quite get up. So I'm very curious about going up the volcano because, I mean, let's face it, the volcano has changed, clearly. And apparently we can get up the volcano somewhat. I want to try to get as high as I can, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Okay, let's climb the little edge here. Yeah, the volcano has definitely changed. It is definitely a lot more imposing than it used to be. Kind of can't do anything when you're up here, but combined with the night sky, this is quite the sight to be seen. So, this is kind of just basically an exploration video of the wilderness. And since I'm not really doing anything other than walking around in the wilderness, I'm not going to generate a ton of threat. That's one thing that, I gotta point out. If you're just out here wandering around, you're not generating a lot of threat. You probably do generate some, I just don't know to what degree. Okay, so here's another pool. You can only really, it looks like, go up that one way all the way to the top. Odds are, there's going to be something story bound to this if the Daughter of Chaos doesn't lead you out here as is. So it's definitely one of the two. It's definitely a very beautiful sightscape though for this. It's beautiful and threatening at the same time, because look at all that. Well, now let's head back into the wilderness because we want to explore some, right? Obviously, like I said before, you can't pick up that bow unless you're in PvP mode. This castle looks a whole lot cooler, especially with that looming overhead. But right away, you'll notice there is abyssals there, even right next to the Chaos Elemental. Now this path is still kind of easy to get through. You know, you can go the back way or just through this chasm here and you have no issues. But there's hellhounds all over the place, which I love their graphical rework. As you head further west, like this is the kind of area I have not explored. So I'm not sure, you know, exactly what to expect when I'm out here. You know, you just kind of see what's going on up here. That's kind of cool. Things aren't as, I don't know, secluded anymore out in the wilderness, which makes it look a whole heck of a lot cooler. And here is Manithral, the Slayer Master. So obviously, people who are curious, this is now his location. So again, some hellhounds out here. Hellhounds are really not imposing. There's still no monsters here in the agility area. Over here, ooh, are those arch glaciers or glackers? Oh wow, you have living wyverns out here. Just regular glaciers, and right there's the mammoth. I've seen about the mammoth before, but apparently there's also living wyverns out here. So I can open that gate and go out that way. I don't think I will. I think that's a bit more foolish. There is obviously Hydrax Dragons. You can see those. I did see Ripper Demons earlier when I was exploring, and they're not in... They're pretty deep wilderness, but they're not the deepest wilderness. Okay, so there is at least one that's in the deep wilderness. I know probably the Ripper Demons is one thing people are probably the most worried about. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be too worried about it, especially if you have like double surge and stuff like that. Because if you're running and you're constantly on the move anyway, odds are you're going to be okay. I gotta rest here a little bit. This is actually much more fitting than it used to be, especially out here in the wilderness. But yeah, there's also the Calgarian demons right by the volcano. I don't know if you guys seen those. But yeah, they are right by the volcano at the one entrance. Otherwise, you have the Abyssal Lords and Savages by the other entrance, whereas you had the Hydrax and the Living Wyverns at the other spot of the wilderness. As you can see, they're right there. But this is probably the worst way to go, because as you can see, everything can attack you if it wants. So if you're not careful, you're pretty much dead. Because right there, there's the Abyssal Demons. Well, not the Abyssal Demons, but the Ripper Demons. There's the Lord. Of course, you still have like the simple stuff like the Red Dragons, you know, that kind of stuff out in the wilderness. Let's be honest, they're not a threat. Well, let's see how this goes. Ow. See, Ripper Demons really aren't that bad unless you stay in their area for a while. These guys, the Abyssal Lords and whatnot, and Abyssal Beasts, they're more of a threat than Ripper Demons, to be perfectly honest. It's just Ripper Demons have that one ability that makes them very scary. Yeah, the whole point of this video, though, oh, there's that herb patch. There's nothing directly at the herb patch, but obviously there is something near the herb patch. There's the Sword of Edicts, of course. And it's still mostly surrounded by the Anku and skeletons. Nothing really that major. So honestly, I feel like there's a lot more threats out here than there used to be. Which, I used to do clue scrolls pretty consistently. I feel like the wilderness is much more dangerous now than what it was when PvP was available. You know, is it still somewhere that's kind of safe? It's not as safe as it used to be. As you can see, my threat still has not moved up a level yet, and I've been out here for a little bit. Just wandering around though. Because keep in mind, as you complete activities, that's when your threat is supposed to be able to go up. So if you're not completing activities, you're just wandering around, odds are you're not going to run into many issues other than just trying to avoid stuff. Like over here, you still have your green dragons. It's actually raining out here. Hey, you still got green dragons. One of my old favorites, the Dark Knight Fortress. And Dark Warriors are still in there. Hey, my threat level finally went up to 1. So as you can see, I've been out here for a decent amount of time, and my threat level finally went from 0 to 1. So it does take, you know, obviously quite a bit to get it to go up if you're just wandering around. Now, I'm assuming if I completed a clue scroll, it probably would have went from 0 to 1 immediately. So if that's the case, you kind of just want to be able to go out and clear that, come back in if you need to do another clue scroll. Honestly, I always did that anyway, so it's really not an issue. There's a lot of blood splatters there. Oh, they got dark wizards there. They blended in with the trees. And as you can see on this side, there's not a whole lot really added. Oh yeah, the rain's just up here. The volcano hasn't really targeted me yet, which I'm kind of hoping it would for the video. And we all know skellies, they're not a big deal. The Chaos Rune thing now, you can just go straight to it. I think you could be 4-2. Maybe I'm wrong. And the first things you go to are usual stuff is like, you know, you got the scorpions there, skeletons. You got your bear. You got your dark unicorns, black unicorns, sorry. Yeah, make more use of the obelisk now. I will say that, because things are traveling about more. But overall, it's not bad if you come prepared. I didn't bring any food because, well, I wanted to see how this would go. Now, this is not the volcano, so these little things going around are not as big of a deal. Oh, those abyssal demons are kind of all over that obelisk. So maybe obelisks aren't the best way to go. But I'm still only at threat level 1. And I've been wandering around for, well, I definitely want to say for quite a bit. But some of the coolest parts of the wilderness are here. And there's the wandering demons. Hey, see, you still have your Chaos Dwarf. Oh, that's a Soul Gazer. That's not a Chaos Dwarf. I just seen the fat little body bobbling around. There's gargoyles. Yeah, I seen the fat little body bobbling around, so I was like, oh, that's gotta be the Chaos Dwarf. No, not even close. That's probably what the brutal... No, that's Onyx Dragon. Let's get some more energy build up before I go, because I kind of want to run by shit. I don't want to stick around if I don't have to. Ow! Oh, I'm probably dead. There we got the black demons. You know, the kind of stuff that you kind of need to have out here. Yeah, up here you got the Calgarian demons, as you can see. More Ripper demons. Oh, that's just the Shadow dude. Playing music. Like, you're going to stop and go there for music. Oh, of course you got your regular red dragons over here still. So, I'm still at threat level 1, but haven't really done anything other than just wander around, so. And there's the volcano. But as you see, what it said is you sense the magical embers of the volcano hurling towards you. So magical embers, magic. You want to protect against magic, I hit melee. So that was my bad, but that is what you're supposed to do. If you see that message, although you got very little warning, you're supposed to basically pop your prayer, deflect most of the damage if you can. I didn't have much health anyway. But that's what you can expect to just wander around the wilderness. So if you bring some food, probably some for protection a little bit, you'll be fine. Don't worry too much. And if you do get to threat level 1, you're only going to probably get to threat level 1 if you're doing a clue scroll. So it's not too dangerous, but it is obviously dangerous, so you definitely want to go prepared. But that'll do it for this video. I definitely wanted to check this out for you guys to try to see what was all going on, because let's face it, we were all just a little bit curious. It's more dangerous, but it's not as bad. Because seeing another player is a lot more intense than just seeing Ripper demons or NPCs. Now, the only thing I think I would fix if I was Jagex is, I think if somebody is opted into PvP, number one, it shouldn't just be, you know, Slayer points and stuff like that. They should get more XP. They should also get better drop table. You know, better drop table rate chance. So, let's say if one of the wilderness drop tables is like 1 in 3,000, I don't know what they are. Don't quote me on anything like that. But instead of maybe 1 in 3,000, maybe it's 1 in 1,500. You know, because they are taking such a greater risk by enabling PvP. So it should be that it is greater risk, greater reward. I do think that they should have stuff for people to be opted into PvP. Give a better incentive for people to go into PvP mode. And one thing I think too is there should be, you know, a luck enhancer, and let it be a passive. But whenever somebody goes into the wilderness with a clue scroll, enables PvP, well, has it PvP enabled, and then goes into the wilderness, if they have to complete a clue scroll out there, it gets a luck enhancer for the clue scroll. And that, yes, it does mean for that casket, but anything that is luck enhanced should probably have its own stack. So if it's for like a hard clue, it should say You know, casket, hard clue, luck enhanced, or plus, or something like that. You know, I don't know, but something like that. Maybe even just when you go to do it, when you dig it up, you get a clue scroll enhancer or luck enhancer when you dig it up. That would be fantastic. An untradeable thing, or tradable, I don't know. But have that, this way, you know, you could use that when you want, but that gives another reason to opt into PvP. Now, this will bring a lot more attention to the PvP world. I'm not a PvPer. I know this does not help me at all, this actually would hinder me, but I do think it'd be more fair because it should be greater risk, greater reward. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about like different ideas you would think to improve upon what Jackets did. Let me know. Maybe we can try to get a hold of Jackets together and see if we can make a change. That's what it's all about, right? But that'll do it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later guys.